Well, hello to everybody out there in video land. Ravenloft Strahd's position continues. And in this episode, we get to meet Strahd himself. The villain invites us to dinner. Shall we survive? And when might we collect the old paladin's icon of holiness? Let's begin. And that's what happens when you die. Let me go ahead and just load my save. This place sticks out like a gold ring in a pig's nose. What gives such a man the right to flaunt finery in a poor town? He's no doubt stolen the townsfolk blind by inflating their taxes. You'd think the lord of this place would be outraged. It would seem we found the home of a man who can afford to be unstingingly generous to himself. This demonstration convinces me of one thing. When I'm ready to change careers, 'tis a burgomaster I shall become. This is Count Strahd's writ. By the authority of our Lord Strahd von Zarovich, the following rumors are to be stamped out in the minds of the burgomasters, boyars, and peasants of the villages of Ravenloft. Anyone repeating them is to be put to death immediately, without trial and before making any public statement. They are 1. That our Lord is involved in any way with the arts of necromancy. 2. That Strahd has made a pact with death to obtain his heart's desire, or has therefore been transformed in any way. 3. That the Baal Verzi dagger used to kill Strahd's brother was last known to be in Strahd's possession. 4. That the woman Tatiana plunged to her death while attempting to escape the embrace of Strahd von Zarovich, by order of Count Strahd von Zarovich. Oh, right, the elf. I love her. I've never seen an elf closed up with books and soft chairs before, soothing her sorrows with Tuika. Seems a pity, doesn't it?
Are you speaking to me? Books are the forest a mage journeys through, my friend, sometimes counting herself lucky to find a treasure hidden in those paper leaves. Oh, but please, allow me to embarrass our host. You see, I've grown bored with his attempts to win my trust with bland tweaka and false friendship. Might an elven mage from Sithicus sign on with you?
It was so badass that they mentioned Sithicus in this game, but they never gave us Sithicus. I wish they could have given us Sithicus in this style. Alright, so option 1. If your spells prove as sharp as your tongue, you may be of some use. Would you be willing to join our party? And option 2, though your tongue is sharp, perhaps you've too great a thirst for brandy wine to be of immediate service. Will you be staying on here? I'm gonna choose number 1 and dump the old fighter. The old fighter's nice, but I need a solid mage. It's just I can't remember what her scores are for her ability scores are. If there isn't, I need a mage with scores of 18 for intelligence. We'll see.
Well, I already know what is of use in this place, and what is not. If we tarry for any purpose, it should be to relieve our host of his stores of sweetmeats and tweaka. But other than a drink and a song in friendly company, we may leave by your leave.
Please, there are other books, magical volumes I haven't yet displayed before you. You must stay. They're stored in my secret cellars near the good tweaka, which I serve only to...
To Strahd, you mean? Dear fellow, while I believe I've yet to taste a decent vintage of tweaka from your stores, the bit about the magic falls from your tongue like a lie. We'll be off now.
Well, if you're taking on another hand, I see an opportunity for a nap and a warm meal. All this chasing about has my feet as numb as horses' hooves. Should you wish to seek me out again, come to my home in Barovia, for there I'll be.
Yeah, that's right. She doesn't have that great of intelligence, which really sucks. I think I need to use the other mage, the one that we saw in the Western Barovian Woods or whatever it is. Near the cemetery. No, it was the Western Barovian Woods, not the cemetery. Your Excellency, Your Honor, please forgive me. I'm not schooled in how to address a burgomaster. How do you...
My dear sweet traveler, please. We burgomasters are called by our title. I expect you will make my home yours while you are here. In the name of Lord Strahd, whose humble servant I am, please relax. Enjoy.
Burgomaster, we've heard so much of Count Strahd von Zarovich. In some lands, weeks might pass before a traveler learns of the ruler's name, but not here. Who is this man?
Ah, I was coming to that. You see, your interest in the Great One is matched by his interest in you. As Burgomaster, I have been instructed to present you with a letter of invitation from Strahd himself. It is a great honor.
Burgomaster, what does Strahd know of us? Does he invite every visitor to his castle? Was your elven guest invited?
At the risk of being rude, I say the dignity of my office would suffer were I to answer so many questions. The honor of Strahd's enchanting offer extends to you alone. My advice is not to refuse. And if my words do not impress you, if I cannot persuade you, he will compel you to go. His carriage awaits even now. Please allow me to take you there.
Agreed. Take us to Strahd's carriage. That's really the only one. The other one is the invitation is intriguing, but we shall not be compelled to travel anywhere. Perhaps another time. You need number one.
as promised, the Burgomaster directs you to Strahd's carriage. While it is a beautifully appointed vehicle, you cannot help but notice there is no driver. The steeds fret impatiently. They appear intelligent, even anxious to fulfill their assigned duty. As the carriage comes about a bend in the terrain, you gain your first glimpse of Castle Ravenloft. Already gripped by apprehension, a sudden dread fills you as the carriage at last approaches the gates of the castle.
Everything will be fine. We're guests after all. Strange that I should say such a thing, yet there is in this air something which brings sweat to the palms. My breath grows short, and my heart pounds. Well, while as if for no reason, my muscles tense for a fight. And this is the invitation. Unto the visitors in my land, Count Strahd von Zarovich, Lord of Barovia, sends greetings. Gentle travelers, I pray you accede to my humble wish, and meet with me tonight in Castle Ravenloft. Your activities have brought many questions to my mind, as you in turn must possess certain curiosities about me. I feel a friendly interview to be in order. My carriage shall bear you to the castle in both comfort and safety. It is therefore in pleasurable anticipation of our conference that I will await your arrival. Count Strahd von Zarovich. Oh, and by the way, sweetmeats. I just learned about this. Brandy wine is a very, very light-tasting alcoholic beverage. It's like essentially 3-2 beer. It was created specifically. It's like really water. It really is watered down brandy. It's created specifically to kill the bacteria in water. And sweetmeats, I've been watching these YouTube videos. They're pretty fascinating. Sweetmeats, it really is salted pork. When the pork is so heavily salted and stored, when you leach the salt out of the pork, because you just can't eat it salted, the pork actually turns really sweet. And they call it, sweet pork and sweetmeat. Now, you can't have salted beef, but the beef it's almost like turns into jerky. And it's really difficult to have that kind of beef. Pork really is the only one that turns sweet. So anything that's a sweet meat, it's a pork. There's no other meat that can be sweetened like that. Unless you I think you can candy food, but that's not really the same thing. That's not a sweet meat. That's candied meat. Anyway, just thought I'd tell you I found all that out. Apparently the lord of this castle doesn't want us exploring his home or wandering too freely from our path. With what we've heard of Strahd, I say we go only through those rooms open to us. For now, anyway.
doors open upon a scene of warmth and invitation. Yet before the richly laid table and other fine appointments of the room can be examined, the single occupant of the chamber draws all attention. It can be none other than Strahd von Zorovich.
Welcome to Castle Ravenloft. I trust I have not inconvenienced you. It is easy to forget how commanding a summons can seem to wanderers such as you when exploring a new realm. You understand that no ordinary turn of the road led you to this land. All who enter it arrive in answer to a call, to a summons more binding than any a mere lore might give. Here we are, all of us, and here we shall remain. No road leads out of this mist-bound universe. The land entraps many. Its ruler is no exception. And so I have devoted my life to this problem. It is the least a lord can do for his people, is it not? My most recent study concerns certain portals, those dimensional gateways of which mages and philosophers speak. One such portal may lie in the caverns west of Barovia, near the river. Aside from myself, I believe you are the first to hear of it. But please, before you rush to the shores of the Iblis, allow me to present you with a key. If you are to gain entrance to these caverns, you will find it necessary. I have no time to try the key myself, for adventure is a luxury I can ill afford. However, as I see you are capable, and as I trust you would never betray your host, the key shall be yours for a time. Go as my agent and search out this gateway beneath the Iblis. But enough talk. Please, I have invited you here to join in a pleasant repast. After we finish the best food and brandy wine Barovia has to offer, I will have my carriage return you to town.
The encounter ends as pleasantly as it began, with a heartfelt farewell and wishes for a safe journey from Strahd von Zorovich. Has the Lord of Ravenloft proven himself a gentleman? As the carriage clatters back across the bridge, there is time to reflect on this first encounter with Strahd.
Answer 1. You seem surprised to see us, Burgomaster. Did you think we would have met our fate by now?
Surprised? No, not I. When we first met, I judged you to have qualities Lord Strahd would not waste, not quickly disregard. Believe me, your journey will not end with undue haste. And of course, if you have Strahd's blessing while in our land, you have mine as well.
Alright, so I hope you enjoyed that. This is fun. Next video we're going to be crawling underneath the village of Barovia. Finish the Paladin quest, and I think then we get the key to the graveyard. And I want to get rid of this possession before I go into the Caverns of the Ivlis, because the Caverns of the Ivlis have some bone golems. I remember it being a lot more difficult than normal. Anyway, so that's it. And don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and click the little notification button. Have fun.